Take a look at that. That there is almost a pickaroon. Used to be a hatchet. It ain't no more. I think when I was around 11, 12, I got really into Vikings. Yeah, Vikings are cool. Guess my face now. And I got some cheap hatchets somewhere, and I told my dad, let me see if I got a full hatchet here. Used to look something a little bit like this. I told my dad, you know what would be cool? A bearded axe. So I had him take some axe heads to his shop where he worked and take a plasma cutter and just cut out a little notch from the head like this. So you got a real cool, awesome, this is one of those awesome Viking bearded axe. Isn't that cool? Now I'm a grown ass man and I don't do fairy tales no more. I just want good tools. It was two of them actually, and one of them I already converted into a pickaroon. This actually, Height Science 2020. This wasn't too bad of a hatchet to begin with. It says, used to say 700, and it had a little arrow. Not sure the brand. It had a little bit of a pull. Pretty nice profile, just for everything hatchet. I can't quite remember the pattern, but it had to be some similar to this. Nice and long bit. It's actually really long. You live and you learn, don't you? So I already made a pickaroon out of this one with a really nice curved handle, just a hatchet handle. I carved out of a piece of ash. Nothing to complain about this one, but I had another one of those laying around. I just ground the little beard off, and I've been shaping it a little bit with a grinder. Still got some work to do. I might thin it out in the front here. I like it to have a little bit of weight, so don't think I'm gonna touch too much up here. Just make it a real nice pronounced point. Give it a little bit of a hug here. Really grab onto the wood. But my plan for this one is to put a longer handle on it, because it's nice to have a pickaroon, but the whole thing, well, not the whole thing. It's nice just to have a longer handle on your pickaroon, so you can just grab it from afar. You don't have to bend down all the time when you're splitting wood. If you're getting if you're grabbing stuff from a trailer or a truck bed, like rounds and stuff, this is really handy, and just for small stuff. And you know, it's just I wanted a pickaroon with a longer handle. So that's what we're doing today. Gonna do some grinding. Think I'm gonna hang it on this not little handle here. Gotta turn. There we go. I've been trying to hang this on. My initial plan was to hang it on this big broad axe. And then I thought about putting it on this one, and I already did a lot of work to get this one to fit, but I don't really like it on this head. It's just too long and too small of a head. So yeah, and it's not like a good handle of any kind. I bought it off a flea market somewhere, and the Palms was, I mean, it's alright. It's nothing to write home about, but yeah. So pickaroon is nice, because you don't need that great a handle on a pickaroon. Pickaroon, in my opinion. I would rather save those for my axes. But while hanging it on that axe over there, I kind of split out the palm swell, so I'm gluing it up right now. It's in a vise, and there's a clamp on it. I split it in multiple pieces, parts, places. Not too deep or anything. It's just some stupid hammering, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on grinding this buddy over here. It says TD, and it used to say a lot more. I'm not sure if I actually burnt the steel. I did down here, but I'm also not sure if my dad burnt the steel with the plasma cutter. So I don't know, it's a PICKAROON. It doesn't need to hold that keen of an edge. If anything, I really want it to be softer. So if you hit a rock or anything like that, I don't know why you would ever hit a rock with a PICKAROON, but who knows. I'm not too bothered if the temper is off. So yeah, but I'm still gonna be careful when grinding it so it doesn't get too hot, so I don't completely burn it. So I'm using a pant leg off an old pair of jeans, not to mar the surface on this axe. I think I'm gonna grind it down, like all of it, not completely polish it, but just make it cleaner. It's not like a vintage hatchet or something. It's just a cheap hardware store hatchet, so I'm not too worried about a patina or anything. Just want it to look clean. I think I'm even gonna grind off the little stamps that are in there, just because, I don't know, it's gonna make it clean. I'll take a grinder and just clean her up. I got most of the coarse grinding done. I got the profile thinned up a little bit on the front here. And it's just rough. I'm gonna go over it with a flap disc now, just clean it up. Probably gonna go over the rest of it too. Alright, so I'm done with the flap grinding. The profile's nice and thin in the front, and I just rounded over every edge that was hard and sharp. So I'm gonna take it over to the belt grinder now, just to give it a bit of a more of a, not necessarily a polish, but a mill skill, I guess, just to clean it up a little. I'm not gonna go so deep that I take all of these forge marks out. I'm just gonna give it a once over, make it all smooth. Alright, I got it all ground up. Could I spend more time? Yes. Am I gonna? Nope. But looks pretty alright to me. It's not perfect. There's still some little gouges from the angle grinder, but it's a tool, right? Alright. Don't think I'm gonna clean out the eye. The forging isn't that great, but we'll see when I hang it. The glue appears to be dry, which is nice. There we go, good as new. So yeah, like I said, not a crazy handle. It's got a small eye. It's like a 34 or something. It's a 31 now, but I took a 2.5 inch part off. It was a long handle, but the eye was really small. Okay, barely was able to fit this one on, and there's still like air gaps all around. So kind of a goofy handle, and it did fit on the broad axe that I had. But yeah, PICKAROON it is. I'm not sure how long I want it, because I can actually, if I wanted to, I could just get it on here. Don't even need the tongue up here. So I think I'm gonna go with let's say, what would it be if I put it up here? $28. So I think I'm gonna go 28. It's just a nice, I mean, it's nice and short still. It's just nice and handy, but it's also long enough so you can get some work done. Yeah. 28 it is. So apparently, I paused the video, and I just now noticed I've started on shaping the handle up. I've traced the inside of the eye on here, just a pencil, and I'm keeping it pretty far forward because I just want to utilize the most pick end of the PICKAROON that I got, because it's not too terribly long. So yeah, forward it is. It is raining cats and dogs outside right now. I don't know if you can hear. I'm really bad at keeping up with the sharpness of my draw knives. As you can probably see by the force I need to put in the draw knife in this handle. I'm really good at sharpening everything else, but I just can't seem to get these sharp. I mean, you can get them kind of sharp, but they also just don't want to stay sharp. They're old, and usually their old things are really good, but just these ones don't hold an edge too well, and I just never really come around to sharpening them. Everything else I own is as sharp as can be, if I need it to be. Draw knives are just my weak spot, I guess. Alright, here we go. Let's see if she fits. Oh yeah. Like a glove. It looks kind of goofy. Such a small head on a big thick handle. I might thin this out a little bit just to make it a little more comfortable, because it's just a tree trunk of a handle. My wooden mallet has seen better days. Need to replace it soon. Alright. Some pretty good contact. So for the back there, it might need some attention. So you're probably well aware on how hanging axes and hammers and tools like that work, but you just put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, and just everywhere you see rub marks or like a ledge forming, like a little shelf, just take that off with a draw knife or a rasp or file or even like a little sander or whatever. So it's just on off. Do that a couple times now. I'll check back in when I'm pretty close to done. Alright, so I'm pretty much done shaping of the handle, and I'm now just gonna cut the curve and put it about 2/3 down the head, which is right here, something like that. I'm using my Japanese pool saw for this, the ripping side. There we go. Straight enough. It's not dead center. It's deviating a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. So this is the wedge I'm using. Don't know what wood it is. Just got it with a handle that I bought. So I'm just gonna mark it to size here and then do a dry fit while it's not in the handle, just to see if it fits inside the eye of the head. Looks pretty good to me, right? Let's hang it. Right, it's time to wedge. Now I glue my wedges. Some people don't, some people swear by it, some people say you shouldn't do it and that it ruins the axe. Usually my point of view on debates like that, same with stacking firewood, bark up or bark down. If there's one guy screaming at the other guy that what he's doing is wrong and the only way to do it is his way, and the other guy's doing the exact same, then it usually doesn't matter. I mean, you can have debates all you like, and I mean, it's probably, one's probably going to be better than the other, but the difference is going to be so small that I really don't think that it matters. Buck and Billy Ray Smith glues his wedges, so am I. I mean, if anyone knows anything about axes, it's that guy. But yeah, if you don't want to glue your wedges, if you want to use oil or wax or whatever, you're of course free to do so. I just use glue, usually. Depends on the project, because sometimes I don't, sometimes I don't. I might have made my wedge a little too thick, but we'll see. It's backing straight out, so I'm gonna go ahead and narrow that thing down a little, and then I'll be right back. Right, take two. See that? Just squeeze it right back out. You know, that might be a good argument for not using glue and just dry fitting it. Because, I mean, it does need to be fat because there's some, what you call that, space there to be filled up. You need a good wedge for that to really fill in all of that empty space in the eye, but it just doesn't want to stick. Or does it? Sticking quite well actually right now. Alright, never mind. I didn't say anything. I think I'm bottoming out right now, which is a shame because, I mean, it's hung, but it's not the best hang I ever did. But it won't go in any further. So yeah, I'm just gonna trim this off and I'm gonna put I usually don't use metal wedges. I'm just gonna put a big, I think just a conical metal wedge in there, and they'll really mushroom out the top. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that this is more than tight enough, especially for PICKAROON. But yeah, I'm just gonna go the extra mile, slap a metal wedge in there just to make sure that it's 100% how I want it. So I got a bit of a dilemma here. These are all of my steel wedges. These are my conical wedges, and they're huge. And the next size down is this tiny little hammer wedge. So these are out of the question because this one is still just a little on the large side for the PICKAROON. So that leaves me with some of these are just homemade pieces of scrap metal. So I got 4 of these cross wedges, which essentially accomplish the same task really as a conical wedge, just I prefer the conical ones, but they do the same thing. These two I bought with the handle, and they would fit. So I think I'm gonna go with this smaller one. I could also go with the bigger one, with the bigger one, but that would, yeah, I could drive it in parallel to the wood wedge, but that would just be excessive, I think. And then we got an even smaller one right here, but that's just gonna be too small. Plus it's already used and kind of beat up. So I think I'm going with one of these. I'll pick out the prettiest one. I'll get in there. Before putting the steel wedge in, I just sanded this up real quick. Not too fine, because I found if you really polish it up, it looks real nice, but the oil that you put in later on doesn't really want to soak in as well compared to when you just leave it rough. So just roughly sanded it down just to make it all pretty. And I'm just diagonally putting in this little step wedge here. So there's pretty minimal cracking. There's one little crack up here, but that doesn't really bother me at all. And the mushrooming is really improved. Just put that little wedge in there, and it really helps with holding it all together a lot better. So yeah, it's basically done. The rest is just basically cosmetic stuff. I still think that the handle looks kind of goofy with it being so thick. I mean, it's already kind of weird with it being so long. Excuse me. It's already kind of weird looking with such a long handle and such a small tiny head with also the tiny eye. So it's, yeah, it's already weird. Already weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna shave down the fatness of the handle here just to make it look a little nicer and also work much better. Right, so I got the rough shaping done. I just took this really coarse, it's not a Shinto rasp, it's a Stanley Surform. And it's really rough, it's like a cheese grater. But I just made it octagonal, I don't know if you can see it. But an octagon is the most natural shape for your hand. If you look at this shape, that's basically an octagon. So an octagon is really, they say it's the most optimal way to go when making handles. These Japanese carving gouges also have an octagonal handle. Most of my axe handles are just oval. Actually don't know if I even have a octagonal handle on anything at the moment. Don't think so. I usually just shave them down again, just for traditionality's sake. But I think, at least for now, I'm just gonna keep this octagonal. Just like the way it looks. I'm gonna take a finer rasp file to it and just get it a little smoother. I'm gonna go over to sanding. It still looks kind of goofy. Less so than it did, I hope. But yeah, it's just always gonna look goofy. Such a big handle for such a small head. But yeah. So the last and most people's favorite part is to oil the handle. I'm actually gonna take my own advice and grab me some gloves, because I oftentimes forget to put on gloves. But the modern boiled linseed oil is not too good for the hands. So this is ash, which is less dark than hickory often is, but it is quite nice still. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It still looks kind of goofy to me, a lot less than it did before. I'll probably get used to it. I'll try it out here real quick to see if it works. But yeah, as for now, I'm quite happy with it. Also gonna put some on top here for the gram. Oh yeah, I think it's a beach wedge. Looks like it to me. But that is nice. The mushrooming. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the project. Came out quite nice. Let's see how it works. Right, so we're in the gigantic backyard. Look at my little roping dummy. I actually can't even swing a rope around here without hitting something in the yard. Take me back to Sweden. Let's see how she works. Oh yeah. Might actually work too well. But she picks up stuff real nice. Might do some tweaking to the spike to make it let go a little easier. Or you just drive it in so hard. All right. Okay. All right, but that'll be it for the PICKAROON. I like it. See ya.